Amen, amen, amen indeed. Welcome everybody to Dulcimerica. My name is Futch. Thank you very much for joining me. In the month of April 2022, we're focusing on learning some new tunes. These are all tunes that have been featured in my Mountain Dulcimer in the Band music book series, where you've got backing tracks. One disc teaches you how to play the tune, and one disc takes my part out so that you can jam with the band. 16 tunes for each of the 7 books in the series, with book number 8 on the way. I might be dating myself here on this video, but who knows? Who knows how far we'll go? It's a fun series, and today we're working on a piece of music from book number 5, which is the gospel book, and it is Amen. It is a great old spiritual. I love this tune. And the first time I heard it was in a motion picture called Lilies of the Field, starring the late Sidney Poitier. It's a great song. It's a really great song. It's a simple song, and it's one that you can sing along. And once you've got it under your fingertips, it's great to break out at the jam on Sunday morning. So let's go ahead and play through it after we take a look at the essentials, which are what's our tuning, what's our key, and stuff like that. Well, we are in DAD tuning, and we are in the key of G major. We're not going to use a capo or extra frets for this. We're just going to bar at the 3rd fret and work from there. So we are in the key of G, that's 1 sharp, F sharp on the staff, and we are in 4/4 time. So we have 4 beats in the measure, and the quarter note gets the beat. As you can tell by looking at the music, it is not a difficult piece. We got a lot of half notes, we got some 8th notes and some quarter notes, we've got some whole notes. So this is mainly a singing piece. It's playing chords and doing a little bit of extra stuff. The chords themselves are G, Amen, Amen. Okay, then we've got C, and so we can kind of jump into C from the G. Amen, G to C, Amen, C, Amen, down to G, D, A, back to G, man. Those are the chords, you know. Boom. That's easy, right? That's all there is to it. Repeats over and over again. So let's look at the melody in playing it. Starting off with bar 3. So we've got a half note there. So the chord itself is a half note. 1, 2. Now it's tied to an 8th note. So we are going to play. Remember, there are going to be 4 8 notes inside of that half note. And then we've got another 8 note we're adding to it. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1. So the first 2 measures. Amen. Measure 3, we complete our 3-3-5, G major chord. A. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Again, going 4, 3 down. Okay, measure 5, we're going to do this G major shape, slant. Now if you want to, you could just come up and grab the 8, and then come down and get your C, G, D, and back to bar 3. I'd like to come up and grab the C. So it's up to you, but you can come from that G up to 6, 6, 8, C, very briefly. Amen, Amen, Amen. Okay, so back to our 3-3-5, and then go measure 5, A, Amen, down to C, Amen, Amen. Measure 9, we're going to just kind of voice things a little different going in. We're going to go 3-1-3. So A, That little continuation of amen is going to be pinky hitting 1 and pulling off to 0. Amen. We can do that while still hanging on to our G there. Top of page 2, measure 10. Now we go to our 3-3-5. We've already been here. These are credits, right? And then measure 13. And that's it. All right, so there's not much more to it than that. We could take it around a few times. Let's go ahead and do that. And then let's talk about adding a little something, something to it. 1, 2, 3, and... Play that over and over again, you're going to get that song under your fingers and it's going to be like nothing at all. So when you do that, now we can have a little fun. First of all, by singing along. We've got all the, I'm not sure if they're all the lyrics, but there are quite a few of the lyrics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 9 verses down below there that we can look at. And in doing so, let's say that maybe you're not the singing type and you want everybody else around you to sing, but you want to be able to still push this a little further and have some fun playing it as an instrumental. So think about the words and think about what's going on. It's a call and response in the African tradition where the leader of the choir sings and then the singer repeats stuff back and there's a call and response thing happening. But what's happening here largely is the amen refrain is sung over and over again, but there's other stuff that the leader will sing. So while the choir, the congregation, is singing, amen, he's singing, see the little baby. And see what we got on? There's a, what, that's third verse? Yeah, third verse. See the little baby lying in a manger on Christmas morning. It's those things that we can actually bring into playing. So this will be for all skill levels, leaning in towards the intermediate and advanced kind of stuff here. Let me play it nice and slow and look at how we can interpret some of these vocalizations in with what we're doing. So you see, you can come up there and just play that leader part with your thumb on the melody string and bounce all around. Now, if you're not having to hold down the chords, and you do have some other people bouncing around and doing that for you, that'll free you up to be a little bit more interesting up here. But if you're doing both of those, you need to do all of those call and response leadership melodies while you're also holding down the chord. And that's where it kind of gets maybe more advanced. Now, we've been playing this pretty straight rhythmically, but you can do a lot of things to push the rhythms and add a little bit of syncopation into a tune that really gets people up, grooving, clapping their hands, swaying to the music, and singing at the top of their voices. So let's go ahead and play it some more and add all kinds of stuff into it. Now, if I had the other parts going, I would be like, amen, amen. Amen, amen. You'd also stay in, like, you know, if you're not sure where to go, I'm doing all that stuff on the melody string. If you're not sure where to go, you can always work outside or inside of the scale group. So if we're in G, for example, amen. Okay, there's the G major scale. So we can use anything coming out of that. And that includes those same notes on the melody string. That's kind of a cool little line. I like going to the bass string a lot because it's such a great voice. So it's like having a bass singer in your choir, and the bass gets a solo of some sort, you know? So do a little soloing on that melody string, the middle string, and the bass string as well. And know that if you're working out of those chords, that the scales are going to be the perfect place for you to grab them while keeping that chord shape and not having to run up and down the fretboard. I hope you have a lot of fun with that one. I would love to hear this one done in the jam, at the gospel jams. A lot of words to sing. It's an easy song, and I think a lot of people will be able to jump in and join along. So let's give it a shot and try it, because it's definitely a good spreader of joy kind of a song. Well, thank you, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're having a lot of fun. Make sure that you download this stuff by going to the website below, patreon.com, where I've got my open house going on all the time. You can download all kinds of free stuff. You can download music from my CDs, pages from the books, and all kinds of tablature, a lot of stuff that's never been published before or released. All available for you, and Patreon is just $5 a month to access everything that I've ever published and produced. It's a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun with my patrons. They're having a lot of fun. We do workshops. We do all kinds of stuff every single month. And it's a neat community of people who are loving not only the mountain dulcimer, but the ukulele, Native American flute. And we do a lot about music theory as well. Coming up, the final episode for the month of April, we're going to go out with a very, very big favorite in the jam scene. It's a great old tune called "The Fiddler Has Played His Last Tune for the Night." And that's going to be our wrap for the month of April. Thanks again for joining me, everybody. We'll see you soon.